Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do a full curly girl wash day.
Why can't they leave me alone? Good night.
All right, we're gonna cleanse with the NYC Curls Cleanser. I'm gonna put this all over my hands and I'm going to scrub it in with my finger pads on my scalp in the shower. It's really important to scrub with these cleansers because there's no sud. And then we're gonna have the AG Naturals Boost, my favorite conditioner. We're gonna finger comb that into our hair with the shower. Try not to use a comb. Okay, right after you're done washing out that conditioner, literally flip your hair over like it should be soaking wet. Mine is not here just because I had to set up, and you'll see me add water here in a second, but if it does get it's dry, you can add water like I'm doing in my hands and all over your stuff. So I'm using the Deva Curl volumizing mousse to just put it in my roots and to detangle with my hair. Yep, you'll see me do that again. I'll just use this to kind of detangle and get it all smooth and so there's no frizz. You'll see me again not use a brush. Try not to use a brush at all. That's really important. So here I'm literally adding water. Your hair should be dripping, sopping, dripping wet, because this will allow for no frizz to happen. So yeah, it should literally be dripping, sopping, yeah, you get it, dripping wet like you see here. Yeah, and that's actually a conditioner water mixture, but I'm just pouring that all over my hair strands and get them all nice and wet. It's really important to do this method, but I'm using the Inerscense Curl Calm Cream. It's really important to do this pray and scrunch method, because if you use a brush or if your hair's not sopping wet, your hair will come out with your curls not as defined as they can be, and your hair will be frizzy. So it's really important to do this exact motion that I'm doing. Do you see how literally water is coming out that? You can see the product in the water, you squish it out like that, and it should make a noise. Yeah, literally like that. Yup. It's really important to do this because your hair will come out broken apart. The curls won't be clumped together if you don't do this method. And that's why we don't use brushes in this method, because then it'll break up the curl clumps. So it's really, really, really important. I can't stress it enough. This is probably the most important step. That if you don't pay attention to this video, pay attention to this part right now. I'm adding more product. Usually I just do it flipped over with my head like this, and then sometimes I'll turn and kind of do it on the side and brush it out, and then brush it out with my fingers a little bit, and do it to the side and the back, the under part gets it. But yeah, you should have water coming out. It should be all moisturized. Water is a curl's best friend. The more water, the better. And then you can literally just use a t-shirt. Don't use a towel. Do not use a towel. It'll cause frizz. To just go ahead and get all that excess water out and scrunch. This part's also really important, so your curls aren't super weighed down when you go to dry them. But yeah, this part is the most important. So here we are. After you're done with that, just shake, 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 so it gets it off your scalp. Just so you know, it's really important to note that however you keep this, however this is positioned, it's gonna dry like that, and it's gonna stay like that. So right now I'm just adding a cream to my roots so I can get them to not stick to my head. Mine like to do this more than I think anyone's, and as you can see, they're all clumped together. You can break your clumps up a little bit at your roots, because my hair is a little thinner, so it looks like I'm my hair is thinning, and I promise it's not. It's just my curl clumps. So I'm just kind of massaging that into my roots and breaking them up so they can my roots can kind of come apart a little bit. I promise this doesn't ruin your curl clumps. But yeah, I'm positioning my hair to how I want it, because remember, how it dries is how it's going to stay. So however you position it, you want to make sure it looks right before you go ahead and dry it. And then we are going to just dry it from side to side. Do this side And then I'll do the other side, flip it over. I usually do this until it looks like a little bit dry. And then I will flip all the way over, like over my head. It's important not to keep this super long in this position because this actually can create like a weird wet spot like at the top and the back of your hair to like kind of like make it a little weird. So don't do this the entire time you're curling your hair. After this, I love to do this method. Evan Jonas taught me this, is to flip over to the side like this, and this adds so much volume. This is like the holy grail of blow drying your hair. So yeah, this is amazing for volume. So yeah, you'll see me do that. Wow, riveting. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna give you some more tips for curly hair stuff. Just so you know, you in the beginning will have to use more product because your hair will need it a little bit more, but the more you use these products and the more you use this method, your hair will have to use less and less product. So I know that can be quite alarming in the beginning when you kind of have to use a large amount of product and you're going through them really quickly. So after I do that, after it's about like 80% dry, I'll use this Set It Free. This is my holy grail for girls with thinner hair. This a little goes a long way with this because it has beeswax in it, but it's really great for texturizing and kind of getting all of that moisture locked in. I really love it. But yeah, I'll like spray this on both sides and then I'll blow dry it in. Okay, so I want to talk about what heat setting you should have your hair dryer on. This is on the warm heat setting, so the middle one. The reason why this is okay is because there's no friction like there is in a straightening iron or a curling iron, and it also is not as nearly as hot as a straightening or a curling iron. And also you can put it on the cold heat setting and actually just blow dry it like that. However, it's gonna blow dry it. It's gonna take a lot longer to do that. And then sometimes I will put it on the high heat setting if I'm really gonna hurry, or I just really need to I just want to like add a finishing touch. But I never do this the entire time, and it's okay in short spurts, but I would not have that on the entire time. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but I just wouldn't do that super consistently. So yeah. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little outro to that video. So that is the suggested wash day technique. That's the technique part of my 5 curl commandments. After you go ahead and do all of that, and usually I just let my hair kind of just like, I probably dry it to about 95%, 90%, and then I kind of just like let it settle, and usually that's the best time to kind of like stop drying, when it's like pretty much dry and the gel casing is kind of on it, and just like kind of let it settle a little bit. And then after it's completely dry, usually if it's like a full wash day and I'm really trying to get it to like look great, I'll usually just like flip my hair over and shake it out like this. This is like 3-day hair, so my hair is pretty kind of fluffy at this point, but I'll just shake it out like that, scrunch it up a little bit to get all the gel casing off of it, and usually it looks really great. Usually your hair will end up looking better the second day, just kind of because your curls will kind of fall into place and it'll kind of sit there for a little. The great thing about all of those products is it shouldn't feel like you have any product in your hair. I hope you enjoyed it. It's really fun for me to make all of these curling videos, and I hope that I'm helping. Know that if you put any comments, if you DM me on one of my social media, or if you comment on this video, I'm more than happy to answer you about your curly hair questions. But yeah, I hope you liked it, and yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Yeah, comment, like, and subscribe. I love you. Never stop wearing your curls, and never stop being yourself. Bye, y'all.